Well, it appears that Gary Russell Jr. is serious about moving up to 135. Now, from what I'm hearing, 130 isn't out of the question, but he knows it's more at 135 far as big fights. As I said before, even when you're talking below the top guys, not Tank, not Devin, I'm not speaking on Tank Devin or Shakur or Lomachenko or anybody like that. I'm not talking about the top four guys, the most recognized faces at 135. Even when you go below that, you still have guys that can give you a fight that people will call for, recognizable names. You have more of that than you do have at 130. So with that being said, the name that Gary Russell has spoken on already, outside of the people that he kept calling for previously, I forgot Ryan Garcia as well, but outside of those guys, it appears that Gary Russell might have his eye on Isaac Cruz. According to Boxing Scene, Gary Russell was speaking on a possible Isaac Cruz fight. And he says, I quote, I like a little Pitbull, Isaac Cruz. I like Isaac Cruz. I would fight Isaac Cruz. Now, as I said in previous videos, to me, that's the perfect fight for Gary Russell Jr. if he was to move up to 135. Because Isaac Cruz, even though he's very explosive with his hands, knockout artist, etc., he's a smaller guy like Isaac Cruz. A lot of people believe he belongs not even at 130, but at 126 because of his small stature. Isaac Cruz is only 54. It's only 5'4". That's roughly about Gary Russell's height. Gary Russell might be like a half an inch taller than him. To me, that'll be the perfect matchup because it'll give him somebody that's his size, but somebody who might be a little heavier than what he is right about now. So it's like moving up, but still fighting somebody that shoulda, woulda, or could have been a 126 pounder. Plus, I think the style matchup would be beautiful to watch. A Matador versus a Bull. Because if you don't think Isaac Cruz is a Bull, I don't know what to tell you. His come forward style, with a little bit of head movement, blocking and parrying shots, trying to get inside to hit you with that perfect right hook, left hook, whatever, body shot, whatever it is that he's trying to unload on you at the time. I think that'll be a great matchup. Gary Russell Jr. using his footwork, his hand speed, head movement. What wouldn't you like about that fight? And it's a fight that you can't go into and say, well, Gary Russell is having a height disadvantage or Gary Russell is having a size disadvantage. No, he'll be going in there with somebody his size, and that'll help him get used to fighting somebody at 135. I love the fight. Russell also said, yeah, I like him too. I guess somebody said maybe he has respect and admiration for Gary Russell, who knows. But he says, I like him too. He's a little dog. I'll burn his you-know-what up. Well, he said I'll burn his you-know-what up, though. So maybe somebody put it out there that Cruz has some type of admiration for him. And he says, I like him too, but I'll still burn his you-know-what up, though. As I said before, that's a fight I love to see. And I think the fight could do numbers as well. It's not just a matchup. Outside of the top guys, Isaac Cruz probably has the biggest following. Heck, he might have a bigger following than some of the guys at the top. Don't get it twisted. Isaac Cruz, since that Tank Davis fight, has made a big name for himself. And I think probably that's why him and Ryan Garcia haven't fought yet. I think they're trying to let that fight marinate to wait for the perfect time to do their little Mexican collision. Because don't get it twisted. Even though Ryan has a bigger following, I'm almost willing to bet you Isaac Cruz has a bigger Mexican following. And when I say Mexican, I mean Mexicans in Mexico. and maybe Mexican Americans as well. Mexican fight fans tend to show more respect to Mexican boxers from Mexico than they do American Mexicans. Ask Oscar De La Hoya. He never lived up to Julio Cesar Chavez, even though Oscar probably surpassed him in greatness, in my opinion anyway. But that's my opinion. And that's pretty much all I got. This head busting boxes on Fight Doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Would Isaac Cruz versus Gary Russell Jr. be a sufficient fight for Gary Russell Jr. to start his 135-pound campaign? I say yes. I think that's the perfect fight. And if he wins, that will definitely get the attention of the top guys, the Ryan Garcias, the Tank Davises, the Devin Haney's, the Shakur Stevensons. And to be honest with you, the only fight that I think he would rather have out the gate, if it's not a champion, and when I say champion, I'm still giving Tank that one, I would say probably would be Lomachenko, but Lomachenko off the books. Plus, for some reason, Gary don't really call Lomachenko's name like that. I mean, we know they fought before. Is it possible he's a little afraid to get back in there with Lomachenko? I heard him say his name once or twice, but he don't call his name like he did them young boys. But that's pretty much all I got. This head busting boxes on Fight Doctor. I am out.